Fragrance Connoisseurs. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, we appreciate the support. I really appreciate if you like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel get out on the YouTube universe. And we are looking to do great things as we go through a fragrance journey together. Today, I'm going to talk about designers and my top 10 designers in my collection. I started out with designers, then I moved into niche. I don't have as many designers as I started out with. I sold a few, I didn't replenish some bottles, but I still have a pretty sizable designer collection. And I wanted to go through today the top designers in my collection. So again, like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for station identification, and we'll be right back. All right, fragrance connoisseurs, we're deep in the winter. It's colder, and it's the best time of year for fragrance connoisseurs as far as getting some fragrances that are a little darker, a little deeper, a little richer, and fragrances that usually can't be pulled off in the summer. So we'll go into the designer fragrances, and I will start out with Amani Code Air de Parfum. So Amani Code, it's a really nice, dark, powdery fougere, basically. You're gonna get lavender straight off the top. Citrus is lemon and bergamot. And then it has a sweet mid that comes in with tonka bean. And then in the base, it comes in with vanilla and suede musk and some cedar wood. This one is a very nice one. It gives you pretty good lasting ability, somewhere between 7 and 8 hours on my skin. The projection is moderate, but however, this is one that you want to get people get closer into your scent bubble for. And this one is a really nice fragrance in my view. The next one we'll go to is L'Odyssée pour Homme, and this is Noir Ombre by Issey Miyake. To me, this is by far the best designer amber there is. And it's going to give you that ambery feel. It's not any way affiliated with, Mason Fragrance's Kirkjohn Bransoir, but it has a spicy top. It gives you cinnamon and nutmeg, and the mids have leather and cedar. And then the base is definitely, amber is going to have a vanilla, a sweeter base. So it's got amber, vanilla, and tonka bean. That's kind of missing. It gives you that kind of suede leather feel. And it's a really good one. This one is at the top of my list when we talk about ambers and designer ambers. And it's a little hard to get, especially on discounters, but it's well worth the wait. And if you can get it, get your nose on it. I'll check in and see if there are any sample spots online, and we'll have that in the description. The third one we have, Stronger With You Oud. This is one of my favorite from the Stronger With You line. And in this one, the oud is going to basically cut out some of the sweetness and the cloying factor of the Strong With You line, if that's something that you have a problem with. The oud is going to make it richer, darker, and it cuts out some of the other things of the sweetness so that you have a more balanced fragrance. The oud is going to help with the staying power of it. It lasts a long time. It's a really good fragrance in my right, and it's a Stronger With You flanker that doesn't get enough play and hype. I think that one is really going to be a great one for your fall and winter collection. Again, sample it, If you like the Strong With You line, I think you'll really like Strong With You Oud. The next one, this one is probably one of my favorite designers. Fragrances, not necessarily my favorite designer house. House is a little expensive, but this is Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This is the second bottle that I bought, and it has cardamom, and cardamom seems to be one of the notes that I really gravitate to, but it also has nutmeg. That's another one of the notes that I really like in fragrance. So you're opening with cardamom, nutmeg, saffron, and then the mid is going to give you a mandarin orange in the rolling, and it comes off with some florals. Usually some white florals are what stand out to me, and then the base is sweet. So you're going to get with the base, you're going to get the vanilla, you're going to get the amber, and you're going to get woods, and it is an exquisite fragrance. Tom Ford usually blends really well, usually does really well with their fragrances. The only problem is the cost, but Tom Ford is definitely a fragrance. Noir Extreme. And just to tell you, I don't have them in any particular order. If I was talking about winter fragrances, Tom Ford Noir Extreme would be at the top of it. The next one I have is Gentleman Givenchy and Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé. So this one gives you that iris makeup powdery feel, but it also adds chestnut, and it is a really nice fragrance. It is one of my best designer fragrances that gives you that iris powdery feel. I can say that I also, as an honorable mention, do like Dior Homme Intense. I like all the Dior Homme line, the Parfum, the EDP. They're really nice, but just the added kind of boozy note that Gentleman Reserve Privé puts in, and the chestnut gives it an edge in my opinion. Some people can say it's very close. That's why I have it up there, but it's not necessarily in the top 10, but I do wear this one as well. All of the Dior Homme line I really like. Next one we have is 1 Million Lucky. And this one is, as you see, this is the gallon size bottle. 1 Million Lucky is possibly discontinued. Most people say it is. That's the rumor about it, that it's discontinued. And so I bought this one as a backup bottle to make sure I have it. I can't see that I'll ever go through this bottle in my lifetime. But it has plum, it has ozonic notes, grapefruit and bergamot in the top. The mid, it has hazelnut and honey. It's a good sweet combination with the plum. To me, plum is not one of the standout notes, as we'll see in one of my other choices, but really good note, really nice fragrance. It comes in at the bottom with some woods. It's a staple. I can't say enough about 1 Million Lucky. It's my favorite from the 1 Million line. I do like some of the gourmand nuances in 1 Million Elixir. I also have that one as well, but 1 Million Lucky has to be in the top 10. Next one will come is Versace, and this one is Versace Pour Homme. I think it's the full name is Pour Homme Oud Noir. And to me, this one is the designer, less expensive version of Tom Ford Oud Wood. Now, this is back in the day when I first got into buying niche and the price of Tom Ford. I got the little tiny itsy bitsy bottle. I also do have the Woody Oud, and it's a good clone. The Oud Wood to me is a little more linear and able to be cloned a little easier. However, of course, the original smells richer, deeper, darker. The performance on this is not great. It's 5 to 6 hours with a moderate projection. So I can say that if you get this, it's going to be a lot cheaper, especially on discounters. And this will get you probably in the neighborhood of 80%. It's going to get you in the neighborhood of oud wood. It's not going to be right next door, but it gives you that same vibe, that same DNA, even though if you smell it 1-to-1, it is not an exact clone. It's like an inspiration. However, for the price and to get you the same vibe, it's a good alternative and something that I would recommend. Next, we go with Uomo Salvatore Ferragamo Signature. So Uomo Signature by Salvatore Ferragamo, very nice fragrance. This one opens up in the top with some pink pepper and citrus in the opening. It has leather and some sweetness in the base. The citrus really plays a good distinguishing note on it, and I'll spray it. The sprayer, it doesn't have a cap. The sprayer it's integrated in it, and this helped me because it's hard to smell it right off the bat. So yeah, it has, you can smell cinnamon and cardamom from it, and cardamom, cinnamon are some of my favorite notes. And then the base has a leathery feel, and then the tonka bean, and the opening has a bit of orange, and it comes off with the bitter orange and the bergamot or the citruses, and it gives you a very distinct kind of citrus feel where it's grounded by leather. Really nice. I think it's something that I definitely like in the wintertime, but this one can also go over into the spring and fall, definitely. The next one is my favorite designer tobacco, and this is Valentino Uomo, born in Roma, and it's called Fantasy. This one opens up with red apple, and it's a tobacco base. It is definitely one of my favorite designer tobacco fragrances. Has very good projection, very good CIs. It lasts a long time. You're gonna get 8 to 10 hours on your skin on this one. It's a great choice. This one is a very good one as well. The last, definitely not least, and this one is L'Homme Ideal Extreme by Guerlain. In my mind, it's the most realistic plum fragrance that comes out, and it is for designers. It's the most realistic designer plum fragrance. It also has almond. It really is a fragrance that is one of my favorites with the opening of the almond, but the plum comes in very quickly with cinnamon, and then you're gonna get tobacco, leather, and some woods. Really, really a great fragrance. Really something that I highly recommend. Hard to get on discounters. I would put my name in the hat for it whenever you want to get it for a little cheaper price. You don't get that much of a discount on discounters, so if you pay full retail, if you could find a coupon or something, you could go full retail for it. But it is well worth the wait, and it's a great fragrance in the wintertime. These are my 10, and I'm consistently not able to properly space so that I can fit them all up here at once. But I want to get them all equal billing. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 designer fragrances. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. God bless.
All right, here we go. Do 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 do.